Fabiano, welcome to the show. Congratulations. Very labored victory for you. Take us through the game.
Yeah, it was a bit of a messy game, and I didn't like my position for a large part of it. But yeah, he was a very long time. I actually thought that my main chance in this game might be because he tends to get into very serious time pressure.
And you started off quite quickly in the opening, building up a very nice time advantage at this point. After knight to h4, he thought for a very long time for this move, rook to e8.
Yeah, it's probably a fine move. I was a bit surprised by it. I thought he would play either f6 or g6. But rook e8, he's preparing someday to get knight f8. And I thought this queen d6 move he played was very annoying because he's trying to trade bishops.
But you knew this move?
No, not this one, but the later queen. I mean, this is
queen d6.
This line he's played with white, so I wasn't too surprised that he played it with black. Because he wants to play either bishop d4, bishop a3, and then queen g4, he plays queen e6 back, and I couldn't... I mean, I really need to stop the bishop trade, but it's very difficult. So I was trying to find a square for my queen, and finally I found this very strange c1 square. At first I just didn't want to go there, but then I forced myself to make it. Because I didn't see how else, like if queen d2, bishop b4, and my queen has to move somewhere, every square is...
a3? a3 probably, yeah? And you might have some problems.
Yeah, maybe, but also like he has bishop c5 again, he has bishop a3. I don't see where my queen goes. If queen e2, then bishop a3. And once we trade bishops, my queen side becomes very weak. And also my queen on e2 is not great because my knight really needs to go back to that square. So yeah, queen c1 was artificial, but I wasn't sure what else to do. Then I think he played well with his f5.
And I think it was actually the best move by the engine.
Yeah, maybe just to keep the game going a bit.
Just to keep the game going, yeah.
So I think this f5 plan he played was good. It was interesting. Of course, I'm not better, but anyway, the position remains tense. Yeah, a3 was probably a difficult decision, but I thought it's a very good move. Because if he plays c5 first, then I play his knight c3. ab, knight d5, queen d8, ab3. I get the a file, and my knight goes to a very nice e3, c4 circuit. Mm-hmm. And I thought I have a very pleasant position. Okay, maybe it's still equal, but definitely I'm more comfortable.
Absolutely.
And then, yeah, at some point I was getting much worse. I thought instead of king h8, king h8 like really was a real relief for me.
Were you thinking about being worse at this point and maybe not being happy with the fact that you took unnecessary risks at all?
No, I thought my position is worse, but he has no time, so I wasn't sure if my position is worse with that in mind. I still thought I was still ambitious in this position.
So you were trying to play a practical game at this point?
Yeah, I mean, he had like seconds, and it's a very complex position, and he has a lot of weaknesses, so... Okay, my moves were natural, and what can I do? I have to put my rook on e1, and...
Yeah?
Yeah, I was thinking first knight f3, but then I was scared. Take, and f4, I started to get a bit scared. I was thinking if I could run my king to b1, that would be very nice, but it's difficult to get there, queen h5.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Otherwise, it might work out. And king g2, he plays like queen h5 or something. Oh, no, not queen h5, yeah, that's because queen e2. So yeah, rook h6.
First.
And the point is if queen e2, then f3 wins. And rook h2.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I took on d4 first. I didn't like it because his bishop becomes suddenly good. While here it's kind of limited, and after bishop d4, c4, his bishop is very good.
Yeah.
But okay, I mean, he still has a weak king, so rook e7. I definitely misplayed it with this c3 move. C4 move, sorry, at the wrong moment. And then, yeah, take queen d5, I was very unhappy. King g1, and I thought b5 is like so unpleasant because he stops queen c4 stuff. And
it was, yeah, that was the main move by the computer.
I didn't know what I was going to do here. I was thinking maybe knight g, but the bishop can come to c5. I might even win the a pawn, but my king is under a strong attack.
And if you go knight g2, maybe you have time to go f4.
Yeah, it gets complicated, but for sure he's better. So once he played king h, like he had another chance here b5, but he allowed my knight to e3. I was suddenly not worried anymore after knight e3. And then here I was already thinking I might play for an advantage. And yeah, after the time control, I thought he has a really difficult position. Okay, his moves were natural. Queen d4 I thought is... And then he found this brilliant resource, you know? It's like, I had already kind of calculated this from far away, and I thought, okay, wait, rook e5? Rook e5? And rook e5, yeah? Yeah, why didn't I do this?
That was
You know, I
going to
had
be our
no
question.
hallucination. I thought he had like queen c1 here and king g2 f3, but I just have rook e1.
You prefaced it well, though. You said he found his brilliance.
Wait, but queen c1 is not rook e1, rook d1. And queen e5, king
e5.
g8. And I have queen g4.
Queen e6, king h8, queen c8,
And
and
yeah,
queen g4.
Yeah, I probably should have exerted myself more here. I was still trying to blitz him, and I thought queen c7 was winning. This queen c3 was amazing.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's his only chance.
yeah, I just missed it. I thought I'm winning after queen c7, and the point is queen f7. Looks winning at the start, but yeah, take, king f1, queen h3, king e2, queen g2, king d3. Well, queen e3, king e3, queen g3 is repetition because I
Yes.
can't go to d2,
Mhm.
so I have to go forward. King rook d8, king c4, queen c2, king b4, queen d2. I was trying to calculate king a3 here. I thought that at the very least he has rook a8. Like I just calculated one draw for him, and that was enough. Rook a4, queen d6.
Mhm.
And if b4, there's a funny mate here, queen d3. And if I play queen b3, take, king takes, queen a6. So yeah, I saw that he has a draw here.
Nice one.
And then I was just forced to go for the rook ending, which is very unpleasant, but yeah, felt very drawish as well.
Where did you feel he made the last mistake?
Okay, I thought this rook f2 was tricky. Yeah, rook c was probably incorrect. And here, well, okay, it's clear. The last mistake is rook takes f4.
Yes.
He can play rook e8 here.
Mhm.
I was going to play like rook a4, take, rook a3, take. I mean, very good winning chances, but whether it's winning or not, I don't know. But take on, I don't know what he was thinking. I mean, my pawns are connected. They can't be taken. They just run forward. I think he probably panicked in time trouble.
Definitely panicked in time trouble. He was playing on increment for the last 30 moves or so. Fabiano, this is a big victory for you with the white pieces to start successfully the campaign for another championship. How do you feel your chances are looking at right
Well,
now?
I mean, it's a decent start, but it's still so early. It's such a long tournament, and 10 more games, it's like a full tournament ahead. So I can't really say much, but yeah, this is a pleasant win to have.
An important one for sure, guys. Any questions?
Our congratulations, Fabi. Keep up the good work. We enjoyed the game immensely.
Yes, and I was wondering also, are we going to see new chapters of in podcast during the tournament? Are you going to do something new, or you will be focusing on?
There was one yesterday, guys.
Yes, no, for sure.
I mean, you have this guy in the studio all day, and you're asking me. Just ask him.
Yes, no, but Cristian said that your motivation, you have to play well not only for yourself now, but also for a podcast. So do you feel this extra pressure on your shoulders?
No, I don't. I tend to separate playing chess and other activities. So this tournament would be important for me, regardless of whether or not we were making a podcast.
Okay.
All right. Quickly, Fabi, just because you're in studio, turning your attention to the game between Lanier and Ray, you probably realize that they're in this bishops of opposite color Berlin ending for quite some time. Just your knee-jerk reaction, draw or win for white?
But it has to be a draw, no?
Has to be a draw, just simple.
And white's only idea is, I guess...
E6 and an F6.
Yeah, because if you play E6 takes F6, then E5. I guess he's trying to go to C5. I don't know, but there will be bishop attacking the pawn at some point.
At some point, like yeah, you just.
Or to be honest, he could just put his king on C6, and then once, like let's say he waits, bishop A2, king E. I mean, again, king E3 allows, yeah, bishop D6, bishop B3. King E3, bishop A2, king D4, just king C6.
Catching.
Let's say bishop C5, you just wait, and white's only idea is E6, take F6, but then E5, take bishop F7, and we have a fortress.
Yeah.
King D7, king, I mean, the usual.
The
But I
usual.
thought he had very good winning chances before. I mean, once he got F4 in, it looked like extremely unpleasant. But Ray is an excellent defender. I mean, much earlier with the two rooks on the board, I thought
With the two
like,
rooks.
should be seriously unpleasant for black this position, but maybe it's nothing.
All right, thank you very much for that, Fabi. As where round 3 is drawing to a close.